In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bets for Thursday, January 16th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our January 16th NBA bet slate we got going on. But before we dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 8.89 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. Now, for the Patreon, if you signed up for the Patreon, I gave out 4 parlays. One came through. We're waiting on another one as well. That's live. But we had one. We took advantage of the fact that Karl Anthony Towns was out and no Embiid. So we went with Tyrese Maxey plus 25 points. Brunson 25 points, Mikal Bridges 15, Bridges 2 threes, and Jalen Brunson 2 threes. That was a nice triple up right there, plus 246. Another community parlay that did cash. So if you want to sign up for the community here for the Patreon, you click on that link provided down below. You get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In Little Caesars Arena here, we have the Detroit Pistons 21-19 going up against the Indiana Pacers 22-19. Looking at the current odds for this game, we have the Pistons as slight home favorites, minus 135 on the money line, with the comeback of the Pacers at a plus 110. Point spread set at 1.5. So pretty much almost a pick 'em here in this one here between division rivals. Total points at 228.5. All right, public bet percentage here. No information as of right now on the money line, but already on the point spread, we have the public heavily on the side of the Pacers. 67% of the bet, 68% of the money towards Indiana on the road. And for the total points, 85% of the bets, 88% of the money towards the over 228.5. All right. Injury report for these two teams. Pacers, they're going to be without some key guys here. Benedict Mathurin is going to be out. He is suspended. Tyrese Halliburton is now a game time decision. So he just popped up on the injury report as well. Aaron Naismith is a game time decision. And obviously Isaiah Jackson and James Wiseman are out for the season. All right. Only out for Detroit Pistons is Jaden Ivey from that horrible leg injury he had about a week ago. All right. So these two teams are obviously very familiar with each other. Already played twice this year. Both of the games went towards the road team. Okay, first game was the Pacers winning by 6, and that was a total of 224. And then the second game there went towards the Detroit Pistons on the road in a blowout. That was a total of 236. All right, so the first game went under, second game went over. Now the total is set at 228.5. All right, very, very interesting here in this particular battle. If I'm going towards the total, I would lean towards the over. I think this is going to be a back and forth type of environment. I think they're going to go at it here. As you can see, the Pistons defensively, they've been giving up a lot of points, and a lot of these games are very high scoring. Just like as you can see against the Knicks, 124-119, against Toronto, 123-114, against Portland, 118-115. I see something very similar here where the over is going to be in effect here. I like the over 228.5. If I'm choosing a side, I'm going to go with the Detroit Pistons. Both teams have been playing phenomenal basketball. I just want to say that right now. All right. Pacers been on a very strong winning streak, just lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then the Pistons, the last about 2.5 weeks, they've really been on a roll, finding themselves. Cade Cunningham is discovering his game here, just stepping into a whole new level, becoming an all-star as well. So I'm going to be on the side of the Detroit Pistons. I think they home team finally wins in this one. And so far, it's looking like the public is on the Pacers as well. So give me the Pistons on the money line and the over 228.5. In Capital One Arena here, we have the Washington Wizards 6-32 going up against the Phoenix Suns 19-20. Looking at the current odds for this one, road favorites here, Suns minus 550 on the money line with the comeback of the Wizards at a plus 400. Point spread at a 10.5. Total points at 233.5. Public bet percentage here, no data yet on the money line here, but the point spread very heavily on the side of the Phoenix Suns. 62% of the bet, 65% of the money towards Phoenix to cover that 10.5. All right. Total points here, 71% of the bets and 70% of the money towards the over 233.5. This is the first time these two teams are playing this season. And looking at the injury report here, we do have a new addition. Phoenix Suns, we have Bradley Beal as a game time decision. Nick Richards, who they just traded for, I'm not sure he's going to be able to go in this game. And then Yusuf Nurkic is out as well. All right. For the Washington Wizards, Marvin Bagley out, Malcolm Brogdon out, Sadiq Bey is out. They've been out for the past couple games. All right. Going back to here, these two teams obviously have been poor. All right. Wizards much worse, obviously one of the worst teams in the league, and they're currently on a 7-game losing streak. All right. Phoenix Suns had a little bit of a decent stretch, beating Atlanta, beating Utah, beating Charlotte. All of these are lesser talented teams here. Atlanta's decent when they're healthy. Atlanta's decent when they're healthy, but Charlotte barely won by 7. Utah barely won by 8, and there was no one really playing for Utah except for Markkanen. And then they lost to Charlotte and lost to Atlanta. All right, so this is a very unimpressive team despite all the talent on the Phoenix Suns. Wizards, as like I said before, 7-game losing streak here. I think in this game here, all the value is on the Wizards. All right, talking about a team that you absolutely cannot trust, that is the Phoenix Suns, and they gave them a 10.5 point spread. That's way too much. Look at the against the spread numbers here for the Phoenix Suns. They're 13-25 covering the spread this year. All right. And it gets worse on the road as well. So this is a team you absolutely cannot trust. I won't trust at all. And I'm going to be going in a small slate. This is the game you probably avoid and you think, oh, it's the easy win for the Phoenix Suns. This is where you attack that ugly team. Give me the Wizards there plus 10.5. You're giving me 10 and a hook here. I'll take it. And I'll just let the Washington Wizards be scrappy. It's going to be a high-scoring game anyway. The amount of defense that the Phoenix Suns play, they don't play any. And I love the over here. So if you're scared of taking the points with the Wizards, take the over 233.5. But my number one play here is going to be Wizards plus 10.5. In Paycom Center here, Oklahoma City Thunder 33-6 going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers 34-5. Looking at the current odds for this one, we have Thunder slight home favorites minus 150 with the comeback of the Cavaliers at a plus 125. Point spread set at 2.5. Total points set at 233.5. Public bet percentage here, 71% of the bets on the side of OKC Thunder. And then we have 92% of the money on the side of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sharps all over the Cavs on this one here as underdogs. For the point spread, 48% of the bets towards the Cavaliers to cover. And then we got 61% of the money towards the OKC Thunder to cover here. For the total points, 83% of the bets, 85% of the money towards the over 233.5. These teams just played each other about 7 days ago, and that was a Cleveland Cavalier win there. Very solid win at home, and that total went way over 231, as you can see, 122-129. All right, injury report for these two teams. New injury here for the OKC Thunder. Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be out of this game for a while. Out period for a while. They're saying return date is January 26th. Nikola Topic is out for the year. Chet Holmgren out. Ajay Mitchell out. And game time decision for Adam Flagler. All right, so they're missing two bigs. All right, no Chet Holmgren, obviously. No Hartenstein. That's new. We'll see how this OKC Thunder team adjusts here. And maybe that's why some of the Sharps are on the side of the Cavaliers, because they're missing Hartenstein. Cavs, Ty Jerome is going to be game time decision. Imani Bates is out, and Luke Travers is out in this game. So for these two teams here, like I said, they just played, and this is a different environment here. The first game was in Cleveland. This one is OKC. Very strong home environment, and I think the Thunder get revenge in this spot here. All right, I'm not going to be out here searching for like unexpected value here. I'm taking it at face value. OKC lost the first one. That was in Cleveland. OKC bounces back in this one. They have the type of pedigree here with their core of guys. SGA but alone is enough here for them to get this win. Give me them on the money line. I'm not going to be on the side of the public or sharps here trying to get the underdog in the Cavaliers and sweep this series. I believe in the Thunder here, and that's why they gave them this point spread here. That's not a pick 'em. It's at 2.5. All right, almost 3 here. All right, so Thunder money line, Thunder to cover the spread, and give me the over on the total. I do expect this to be a high scoring outing here, back and forth, just like we saw in that first one here. But I think it's a strong finish by the Thunder in this one instead of a strong finish by the Cavaliers. In Moda Center here, we have the Portland Trail Blazers 13-26 going up against the LA Clippers 21-17. Looking at the current odds for this game here, Clippers road favorites -225 on the money line, with the comeback of the Trail Blazers at a +185, point spread at a 5.5, and the total points at 221.5. For the public bet percentage here, no information right now on the money line or on the point spread, but for the total points, you have 81% of the bets and 80% of the money towards the over 221.5. Looking at the injury report for these two teams, PJ Tucker for the Clippers is going to be out, but for the Portland Trail Blazers, game time decision on Denny Advija, who's been playing very well this year. Robert Williams is out, Jeremy Grant is still out, Donovan Clingan is out, and Matisse Thybulle is out as of right now. Trail Blazers obviously have been struggling, losing 4 out of their last 5 games, and then the Clippers had a postponement. They're 2-2 in their last 5. They do have some solid wins against Miami and against Atlanta, and understandable losses against Denver and then against Minnesota in those locations as well. All right, this is a team here in the Clippers that do have Kawhi Leonard back in the fold, and that's a positive sign. And like I said, they already played this team twice already, 1-1 in the current series. All right, the first game went under, the second game went over, and now we have a total of 221. This is the same exact total as the second game that went over the total, and it went to 232. All right, for this spot here, Trailblazers at home, this is one of the worst defenses in the league, and on average they're giving up 112 points per game at home. That's on average. All right, so I definitely can see if the Clippers score 112 and a little bit over, we're in a good spot here for that over 221.5, because I do imagine that the Trailblazers can get a little over 100 points. As you can see, they scored 106 and 105. So we're going to be very close to this 221 number. I even think that the Clippers score more than 112, definitely in this spot here. So I love the over in this game as a 221. If we're going with money line or point spread, I'm not going to be too cocky with the point spread. I will take the Clippers on the money line though. So our play for this one here, money line on the Clippers, and then the over on the 221.5. Last but not least, here in Golden One Center, we have the Sacramento Kings 20-20, Houston Rockets 26-12. Actually, what I'm going to post it. I'll post it there. I'm going to, in that last game with the Clippers, I'm going to post Trailblazers +5.5 in the over. All right. That's why when I just went with the money line of the Clippers, I'd rather just play it safe and give me the points in that game. Just the way the Clippers have been playing as of late. I understand that this is going to be a second game of a back-to-back, and it's looking like they're going to blow out the Brooklyn Nets here. I think the opposite is going to happen in this second game. So you'll see it when the video runs. When you get to this part, you'll understand. We're going to do the Trailblazers +5.5 in the over in that total still. Okay. Now for this game here, the odds. We have the Kings on the money line -155, Rockets on the other end at a +125, point spread at a 3.5, total points at 227.5. All right. Public bet percentage here. No information as of right now on that money line, but for the point spread, we have 52% of the bets towards the Houston Rockets, and then we have 71% of the money on the Kings here. So we have the sharps on the side of the home team. Public is on the side of the Rockets. All right. For the total points, 83% of the bets, 87% of the money towards the over 227.5. All right. Now, these two teams, looking at the injury report here, we have no Tyree Eason, no Jock Landale, and no Jabari Smith still out with that hand injury. Sacramento Kings could be with Malik Monk here. That would definitely be a boost to the offense, and Jordan McLaughlin is going to be out here. All right, both of these teams are playing very good basketball as of right now. Kings winning 4 out of their last 5 games, and then the Rockets winning 4 out of the last 5 games. The one game was a postponement. All right. So Rockets just coming off back-to-back here, home and home. They swept the Memphis Grizzlies. They're a very tough opponent to do that against, but they won 2 games here, very tightly contested and in high-scoring environments. All right. Now Kings, red hot. They've been great with Doug Christie as their head coach. They just hit a little bit of a stumble here against Milwaukee in that offense here. Milwaukee's turning it up now just like they did for the NBA Cup. And now the Kings are coming back home, much needed home game here against the Houston Rockets. They already faced the Rockets during that NBA Cup and won by 9 points. That total was 231, and this total here is at 227. I like the upper pace here with the Rockets here. Rockets on the road, it tends to go over, especially when you're going up against the Kings that definitely put up points in bunches. When you want to go to an under on a Rockets game, that's when they're usually home. This one here, I expect back and forth. I like the over 227 in this one. And for this game here, give me the Kings to bounce back here, coming back home. We understand what happened with Milwaukee, but Christie's going to right the ship here and get this win against the Rockets. Give me the Kings on the money line. Give me the Kings to cover, but I won't post it. I'll post the Kings money line, and give me the over on 227.5. All right. So those are going to be our selections for the Thursday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We can definitely talk about that down below in the comment section. If you want to sign up for the Patreon, if you want to get access to all the future bets, all right. If you want to get connected with the community, all right, click that description link down below. Join the Patreon. You're getting access to future bets, daily bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This is your boy, Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.